And now, First Warn 5 weather with meteorologist Alan Shoemaker.
Hey, remember we did have some rain around the valley yesterday. We could see some of that come back today. And again, none of that the result of Hurricane Sally, which is far away from us. But the only real effects we've seen from the valley from Hurricane Sally, which is still 500 or 600 miles away, is at the coast. We do have a high surf advisory in effect. So when you look out there on the beach, you can see this is a live view from the Isla Grande looking back behind, and the water, you see where the sand's wet, kind of going up a little bit on the bottom right part of your screen. The water did come up a little bit closer to some of those dunes, not as far as you would expect with some storms that we've seen out in the Gulf, but a little increase in the surf, and that probably happened early this morning, close to sunrise, and there's another chance of that tomorrow morning before things kind of go back to normal. So not a big impact, but if you are planning on being on the beach, remember the water could be a little higher, especially tomorrow morning. So high surf advisory, this goes until early tomorrow afternoon. Waves may come up close to about the dunes, and the best chance of that near high tide, which the next high tide is around 5:18 tomorrow morning. We'll be hitting low tide here coming up later today, so the water not nearly as high now as it was early this morning. Again, Hurricane Sally, winds 85 miles per hour. This storm barely moving northwest at 2 miles per hour. Expected to move inland slowly, kind of near the coastal areas of far western Florida there. Mississippi and Alabama. We'll show you the track coming up in a little bit. But for us, showers and storms still possible today. Not rain everywhere, not widespread rain, but at times rain could pop up, and highs mostly in the 80s. But more rain is possible later this week. I think we are probably hitting the higher points of rain Thursday or Friday or so, as there's still some tropical moisture around. There's also another weak front coming down that will kind of get close to us to bring up the rain chances. Otherwise, it looks like a lot like this right now. Clouds around. Not much rain. Temperatures climbing their way into the mid-80s. Probably won't get much warmer than that in most areas. You may see a few spots where the sun breaks through. You get into the upper 80s. But First Warn 5 Doppler network still overall pretty quiet. Most of the valley is dry. But if you look closely, you see there are some showers around. We had a couple just move kind of near west of Roma and near Fronton, moving south into Mexico. That is fading away. Farther off to the east, you see there are showers and storms scattered in the Gulf. There's a little weak tropical disturbance, which is mostly kind of going to our south, kind of headed in more of that direction. So I think most of the rain will be closer to that little disturbance and staying away from us. But still, you could say up to about 60% chance for rain, mainly along the coast. I think that could flare up a little more this afternoon, but in general, probably about half the valley or less later this afternoon will be dry. But, just watch the skies. If you see it getting dark, there may be a shower or storm kind of coming in from the east or northeast or north your direction. Not sure what that map was there, but there we go. There is that weak disturbance, I said, that's still passing to our south. If you look where we are on the map, we're up here. This little weak disturbance, which is moving more or less kind of southwest, going under us, is helping to cause some of that shower and storm activity, but only a very slim chance it could develop. But again, it's moving away from us. Now, here is Hurricane Sally. See how slow it moves, especially initially. Between now and tomorrow evening, it takes all that time just to basically move inland and then weaken as a tropical storm. But because of the slow movement, there will be some very heavy rain across near the center of that storm and off to the east in southern Alabama, western Florida especially. There's a potential for maybe at least 15 to near 20 inches of rain. That's a lot of rain, so you're going to see some flooding. Again, for us, we have that high surf advisory. That's the only effect here in the valley, so no bigger waves really coming our way from that storm. Future track does show, again, scattered showers at times this afternoon, maybe a thunderstorm or two, but as you see on the map, most of the time and in most places, it's probably not going to be raining today, but it will rain in spots. Tonight, things kind of quiet down, and then tomorrow, I think, will be a little less active than today. You see, Future track doesn't have a lot going on. There might be a shower or storm in spots, but I think a little less activity than today, and then whatever is out there fades away. Now, as we go into Thursday, though, rain chances could come up. You see more on the map popping up on Thursday with maybe some heavy rain spots. Actually, this newer model run of Future track has a little less rain than the previous one, but you see in there is some rain on Thursday, and some indications are there might be some heavier downpours. So if out of the next few days there's one day where you could see some heavy rain, it may cause the streets to flood a little bit. Out of the next 3, it could be Thursday as the moisture increases and the thunderstorm activity could increase. So today, First Warn 5 forecast, a high near 86, mostly cloudy skies. Again, a shower or storm in spots today, but most places still pretty dry the majority of the time. And First Warn 5 AccuWeather 7-day forecast, again, maybe a little lower rain chance tomorrow. Sometime on Thursday, though, going into Friday, rain chances could start to increase. So Thursday and Friday, we could have more numerous showers and storms and some heavier downpours in spots. And rain chances don't totally fade away after that. There's still probably going to be some daytime showers and storms popping up in spots all the way through early next week. So don't let your guard down any one day. It's not going to rain at your house every single day, but it's going to rain somewhere in the valley, it looks like, every day, especially during the late morning and afternoon hours as we heat up a little bit. But not hot weather around. You see, we're mainly in the 80s most days. September weather, I guess, is here as we finish the last weekend of summer coming up. We'll keep tracking it in your first 1-5 forecast here on Channel 5 News at noon.